Hi, it is the 31st of August, 2021. I can hear a little bit of feedback coming somewhere, but I'm not sure where from. Um, we're gonna do the damn show. And by that I mean we're gonna play Catch the Devil, the third part of our Catch the Devil game as part of the Cryptid Chronicles tabletop role playing game anthology. And Eve is going to draw some things. Um, who knows what Eve will draw? Assumedly. Ooh, 1 second. Say something again now, Eve.
Me?
Yes. Okay,
It
perfect.
says something.
Yeah, I can see your green line popping up. Um, joining me on this tabletop role-playing recording adventure where we're looking for spooky music or not looking for spooky music. Playing. Oh man, I knew the player names and now I don't. Emily is
That's
Eve.
me.
Uh, as Dewy, Esty,
Do it live.
and Rio, Daryl.
Here come that boy.
And I am your low energy facilitator, Nifty Hat. That's me.
Lo-fi tabletops to study to.
Lo-fi tabletop role-playing games. Wow, that's too many words. Lo-fi dice rolls and narration.
Yeah, there you go.
That's still a few words.
That
I know it-
cuts off a couple syllables.
I'm trying to. I'm getting there. I'm getting
Alright.
there. One syllable at a time. I can get rid of this now, and I'm gonna close this fidget spinner tier ranking, and I have to find it again later if we decide that's what we're doing after we're done role playing. I don't need to go through the agenda because we're not doing it every week. Let's recap. It's been what feels like forever, but it's been 2 weeks since we last played, right?
Just essentially forever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been so long that my streaming software disconnected from Restream and was like, I don't know what Restream is, brother, which is basically forever in my book.
Who dis?
New phone, who dis? So hi, just in general, our three protagonists are residents of Schiller Park, a city somewhere in the Americas, a very non-notable city somewhere in the Americas aside from its local TV station. Dewy and Emily work at a coffee shop called Rise and Shine, and Rio is a chef who works at Time for Thai. And Rio is cousins. This family relationship got really confusing for a little while.
It was confusing from the first, but that's okay.
Well, no, it was not confusing when you wrote down the first family relationship, and then we added a second family relationship where it's like they were adopted, but they were still related to somebody else.
Yeah.
And I don't know what we learned, but
yeah, like the two siblings in the family aren't related, but the cousins are related.
Yeah, there
yes,
you go.
yeah.
One of the cousins. Yeah.
I mean, the important thing here is that Rio and Dewy are related brother and sister, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're like 10 years apart.
Something like that.
Yeah, I got adopted after.
Yeah, and Emily lives with her pretty religious parents. Fairly religious. I was going to say very religious, which might be overselling that, because sometimes you don't go to church and stuff.
I don't go, they go.
Yes, they always go, but they're not like, oh, we're dragging your sorry ass to church, or we're gonna like beat you because you're not going to church, which is what qualifies in my mind as being like very religious. Yeah. So in the first session, Cassidy, one of the staff members at Rise and Shine, showed up in the back room trying to put stuff in the food, and then attacked Emily. Had her shoulder get broken, and then came back weirdly into place. And they had spooky music on their cell phones when they tried to call, and then when they all left because it was spooky, and called the cops and the owner of Rise and Shine, which is Jason. No evidence remains of this event
Was
happening.
the owner Jason?
Yes, Jason is the manager. Oh no, sorry, sorry, my bad. Yeah, Jason's not the owner. Jason is the manager.
Okay.
Did I not
Yeah,
write down? Does the owner of Rise and Shine not have? No, Randy. Randy is the owner. Okay. Sorry, Randy is the owner of Rise and Shine. I have not graced him with his own character entry in our spreadsheet because he's just the guy that owns Rise and Shine. He's trying to be a good boss. He might not always be a good boss, but he's trying to be a good boss. He's also, having a time right now, with everything that's going on. So yeah, that happened. I can't remember what happened in the second part of the first session. And then I remember what happened in the second part of the first session is some food was some ingredients were brought to Rio's workplace that weren't supposed to be there. And he told the company to remove them. And
then they disappeared.
Yeah, then
and-
they disappeared, and there's no evidence that they were actually removed. They just, but at the end of the
Yeah.
day, you did not get fined, and that was what was important to Rio.
Yeah. The stuff is gone, and no fines were issued. Problem
Yes.
solved.
Still there.
Yeah.
It's great how these problems solve themselves, eh?
Yeah. How convenient.
You asked Dan, a man who apparently is more worthy of having a line in this character sheet than Randy Martin, to look out for this thing being delivered, and he never reported back to you. What?
Fucking Dan.
Yeah, fucking Dan, not the man, apparently.
I don't know. I think he's got a plan.
Anyway, that was like most of session 1. Session 2, Nick Walker, the local police officer who I wanted to be an asshole, and then Eve headed me off at the pass and turned him into a regular at the coffee shop, and then I was like, I can't make this guy a jerk now.
Regular, and he was an asshole.
He drinks Americano with 3 sugars, 2 milk, and an orange cran muffin, it says here.
That's his order.
Yep. He came by and did some interviews with Dewy and Emily about what happened the night that Cassidy was in the back of the building. You guys met Sam Penton, who is older version of 6 from our game of Echo, who was here investigating the same weird music that you guys were looking into. That got Rio all excited about doing their own occult investigation, which went super well. It went very good. You guys ended up entrapped in the Shorts Industrial Park outside of town. Emily got shot. Oh yeah, I should have said this about the food deliveries. The same food delivery company, the one that brought the stuff to Rio's work, and also the stuff that Cassidy was adding to the food in the coffee shop, is the Schwartz Delivery Group. But yeah, Emily got shot. You took her to a hospital, told some lies to the people at the hospital so that her parents wouldn't find out. It's just like, you're just like grazed, right? You're not like grievously injured, but it's not.
There was no bullet in my body.
Yes. It's not great, but it could have been a lot worse. Oh yeah, you went to look for the video footage of Cassidy with Sam, but found that the video had been edited to remove that entire section of time. And then Dewy went to a bunch of occult stores in Schiller Park. What were you looking for? I don't remember.
I think it was looking for anything about like anything I could find about ghost spirits and stuff, and then anything to like banish evil spirits. So it was just a whole day of this like tiny little woman like, how do I get rid of demons? And then like, people selling her like rocks and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were talking about that at the end of the last session, so I didn't think of it at the end of the last session. But do you want to roll for like? Did you end up getting something, or were you just doing research?
She was researching and buying stuff, so she was like buying books and all that like.
Okay. So there's sort of like there's two ways we can roll this. One is we can do a roll right now of some kind to be like how well did this go, or two, at a moment in the future you can be like, oh, I pull out my occult charm that I got from my thing, and we'll roll then to find out how relevant your research was.
Because like would have bought stuff, so we'll do the roll now to see what I had gotten, if it was helpful or not.
Well, like, so I have to say that if you fail the roll now, I'll make a hard move now. So we will just start getting back into the action again, potentially, even if you get a partial.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Okay. I guess let me see. I'm trying to decide if this is take a risk or study. What do you think, Esti? Do you want to be able to ask something from the list of questions that you can ask from doing this, or do you just wanna roll it and have me tell you some stuff if you succeed? Because I think this is a take a risk sharp.
Mm-hmm.
If that's what you're doing.
Yeah, let's do roll take a risk.
Hang on one sec. Sorry, the stream is being a butt.
Oh.
I can see this. Oh, okay. It fixed itself. So
Ah,
go into the chat and roll 2d6.
2d6? 10.
no.
Well, I'm gonna mute that. Okay.
Okay. So you are shopping around these various places. What's the thrust? Are you like looking for books and then looking in books for stuff that's related to your thing and talking to the store owners like
Talking about like any ghosts and folk tales and stuff related to music and like weird activity from people.
I think
So I guess she'd be looking at like possession and spooky music.
so you definitely find some stuff out about the spooky music. I'm trying to think what this would be like in an occult store, because like occult shit in the world of the Cryptid Chronicles, even in like the human part of the Cryptid Chronicles, is gonna have more occult stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because this stuff really happens here.
Yeah.
What do you mean it really
it,
happens
it
here?
really actually happens here. Well, okay, I'll be more fair, is that when this stuff has happened, the outcomes have been bad. People have actually died. It's not like the worst thing is that you went out to take pictures of the Loch Ness Monster and accidentally got pictures of a log. It's like you went out to take pictures of the Loch Ness Monster and you and 4 other people died.
Okay.
So it's definitely a thing that gets more attention, and people are more likely to be like, hey, my problem is potentially has an occult cause. And there are people who work at occult stores who are very serious about like, oh yeah, there might be a ghost in your life and the ghost is trying to possess and kill you. I'm just trying to think what they would tell you about your. I think that you go around and ask about the spooky music, and you get sort of a description of a like a fairy like creature, a dryad like creature.
Oh.
Um, that they are like. I was gonna say fairy like because they like sneak into the world and cause mischief with their music. And that is a thing that could be like making a sound so powerful that it just like makes you feel emotions. It like bypasses the need to actually connect with you in a normal way and just like hits that emotional parts of your brain and makes you feel stuff. Um, what I think this does give you is that the creature by itself couldn't like broadcast this to your phone. It would need some way of transmitting that signal. And I guess you were looking for some sort of protection.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if she was like, "Oh fuck, there's a spirit after me. What can I do?"
Get earplugs.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
No. This is the very legit and practical advice you get from like, you're looking at like charms and things, and the store owner's just like, go and get good earplugs so that you can't hear it as well, or wear headphones or whatever.
Okay. So I'm gonna say that she's gonna be definitely wearing earbuds when she like gets there with noise cancellation.
Okay.
I was just
I mean,
thinking,
like, if you want a cool charm or something, I really like the idea that you guys have charms of some
right,
kind
I
now.
wanted to pass charms out.
Um, then you can do that, but I don't think there's a fictional reason that they would help you. But I love the idea of you having got like.
Yeah, I figured the headphone thing, but like also somebody was like, you should also buy these charms that will totally protect you.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are these charms like?
So it's a druid, so I want to say that it's like just some kind of like little triangle made of sticks.
Okay.
It's like this will ward it off.
Very, very Blair Witch.
Yeah, there's like like a couple or like some wires. Yeah, so it's just like got gems on it or something like wired in to make it look like stupid pretty.
Always the jams.
Okay. And you guys met at like the hospital most recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Oh, Dewey, your name is written two different ways on this sheet.
Oh.
It's written Dewey with an I in one place and Dewey with a Y in another in the character name. In the history, it's written with an I, and in the player name, it's with a Y.
Oh, yes, supposed to be.
It should be an I. That is correct.
Yeah.
Okay, rad.
Sick. I didn't notice. Maybe.
Oh, that's fine. I just when next time I have to write something about the game for a thumbnail or whatever, I wanted to make sure I was going to be able to do it right. Yeah. So I think that's you guys met up at the hospital.
Yep.
Right. I'll just quickly go over our lines and veils. So our lines are no detailed gore, no child abuse, no depicting insanity as evil, and our veils are self-harm and suicide, abuse of minorities, sexual assaults, and car accidents. We will see none. We will see if we see those things, we will fade to black on them and not linger on depictions of them. So we're gonna just go straight into like you guys meeting in Emily's hospital room.
We already did that.
Okay.
That's how we ended last week.
So did Emily? You gave them all these charms. Oh wait, I remember what happened last. The last thing that happened last week is Cassidy. You found out from Jason that Cassidy is back.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you don't have to come into work because Cassidy showed up.
Yeah.
Work.
Yeah.
Yeah, assumedly Emily is taking a few days off of work to recover.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so I think we're gonna go forward just a little bit to basically, Emily, your phone, like you start to get messages on your phone, from your parents.
Great.
Oh no.
Do you check them right away, or do you see
I
that
don't
you've
look
got?
at them.
You don't look at them.
No, I will look at them.
Oh, okay. So it's we've not seen you for a while. We need you to come home. Are you doing okay? Like lots of genuine, like there's genuine concern for your welfare right now because they haven't seen you for at least 3 days now.
Something like that.
You are healthy enough to get out of the hospital because you said you wanted to leave as soon
Yeah,
as you could and
soon
you
as
rolled for it.
possible, yeah.
So what do you do?
I will respond to them saying I'm just going through some stuff right now.
Okay. They do become hmm. You have conversations with your parents over text where you know they want you to do something, and you're trying to like put it off, and they just come back around to the subject of the thing that they want you to do, even when you're like, oh, I'm going through some stuff, and it's like, oh, if you're struggling with something, if you come here, I'm sure we can help you out in some way.
I stopped responding.
Ooh.
Wow. All right. You're just genuinely just going to avoid this problem for the whole rest of the game.
Maybe.
I mean, okay, you do you.
Emily, do Emily.
Yeah. I mean, you are nearly an adult, so or are you
Yeah.
actually an adult? No, you're nearly an adult, right?
Nearly.
You're like 17 or something. Okay. Where do you bunk up um at Dewey's again?
No, I'm feeling very lonesome. I'm gonna bum around, mostly, and I don't know, maybe I'll sleep outside in the homeless shelter. I don't know, I don't
Whoa.
want to go home.
You,
I
yeah,
don't want to deal with this shit. I have a bad day.
you just got shot and you're
Yeah.
just like hang out on the street.
I would
Yeah.
rather just hang out with the homeless and explain this gunshot to my
Holy
parents.
fuck.
That's kind of true.
Jesus.
Okay.
I might ask to stay in what's Daryl's character's name?
Rio.
Yeah, I might be like, hey, yo, can I like sleep in your truck or something?
Like Rio would let you stay in his apartment if you want. It's gonna suck. You can do it, but it's gonna suck.
I think Emily would take it out.
And also, he'd be like, "Why the fuck aren't you staying with Dewey right now?"
I just don't want to.
I mean, also, I think that like Emily understands there's a very real risk that her parents know Dewey's parents
Yeah,
and
like
will catch up to her that way.
I figure if like she already pulls stuff like this, like they have Dewey's parents' numbers on speed dial.
Yes.
Like
Which
our
means
daughter.
Dewey's also waiting to get texts from her parents about Emily and her mom. And her parents, like, where is Emily? She with you?
Dewey, your parents like that?
I feel like if it was like somebody's mother was texting them, be like, hey, can you just like let us know and maybe take care of that?
Okay, well then that definitely happens. Is probably like a few hours after Emily stops responding to her parents, that you get a message from your parents being like, blah blah blah. Emily's Emily's mom and dad were trying to get a hold of her, very concerned. Have you seen her recently? Can you let us know?
And I want to respond like honestly, like, hey, I know she's going through stuff, so I'm gonna be keeping an eye on her. I'll try to get her to her parents as soon as we can, but like I can't really do much.
Okay, I assume your relationship with your parents is cool, and they're just gonna like respect your boundaries on this one.
I feel like they would trust me because like my character is working part-time and going to like college.
Yeah.
It's like always been responsible. And it's like, oh, it's just, you know, her coworker's a hot mess. It's fine. They're just like, yeah, if she needs to stay because she's going through things, because they're so used to like foster kids that they're like, it's just another one of those troubled youths.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. So you anyway, you're staying at Rio's right now to to dodge.
Is it like a pull-out couch? What am I sleeping on?
No, I think it's just kind of like a love seat. Sorry
No,
that.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Do you like the X-Files?
Just picture all he has as a blanket is like a fitted sheet.
Yeah, X-Files pretty cool, I guess.
Wait, does Rio still sleep with a mattress on the floor? He doesn't even have a box spring or anything. He seems like the
No,
type.
he's got like a one-person bed in like his own.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm
Just a
thinking
twin.
just like a small apartment, single bed, and then like a small living room, and a small but very well-equipped kitchen.
You pulled out the. You don't have a stove. You have a flat top.
Anyway, sorry, I interrupted your character moment to check.
Oh yeah. It's X-Files. I can jam with X-Files.
Cool. Well, all right, we're gonna pick up at season 4.
I love that, like, Rio is Rio just genuinely into like conspiracy stuff a bit, or does
Yeah,
he just likes X-Files?
he likes spooky things.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
He doesn't believe like the Berenstain thing.
He's got like a weird sort of skepticism where he's like, nah, ghosts don't exist, but also, hey, let's hunt some ghosts.
Yeah, I get that.
He like
I'm
enjoys
there.
the
I'm there
novelty.
with you.
Yeah,
He's a super hey there demons, it's me, you boy.
It's me, your boy, Rio Dulan. Remember to like and subscribe.
Ring that bell.
Do you want some ice cream? I got strawberry, pistachio, lychee, pulled pork. Anything catch your fancy?
Classic pistachio.
Pistachio it is.
All right, you guys have a cute, fortifying evening eating pistachio ice cream and watching the X-Files.
I want to say they get really into it together.
I assume actually is Rio eating the pulled pork ice cream?
Yeah, well, yeah, I spent a lot of time on that shit. Of course he's gonna eat it. Goes bad first.
I mean, I'd eat pulled pork ice cream. That sounds good.
Maybe if I was pregnant.
But would you eat Rio's pulled pork ice cream? That's the question.
I think so. Rio's supposed to be like
Yeah.
It presumably
good
tastes
cook.
very good and is very weird.
I mean, after we had that pulled pork at Rod and Gun that was like
God, it
really
was so
sweet,
good.
I
Just-
definitely have it in ice cream form.
Oreos, where it's like a really weird combo.
Oh no.
That's like accustomed to some.
Rod and Guns in Parksville, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the Rod.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Went to the British Bobby, by the way. Just thought
Yeah. Oh yeah, the British Bobby. Pretty acceptable.
Yeah, I got the fish and chips and I described it as like, yeah, if you went to like a town in England and asked everyone what the good fish and chip shop was, and you went there and you got like cod and chips to go, it's about that quality.
Yeah. I just like I'm not like super discerning with fish and chips. It's all kind of just like pretty good. You know what I mean? But it's neither here nor there.
All right. I'm trying to
Yeah.
work out where we go forward to. It's going to be either to seeing Cassidy at your work, because that's a big deal. Or if you guys want to meet up with Sam again, because you had made arrangements and obviously some shit has gone down that you
Just
might.
to say that Dewy wouldn't have gone with them because she would have been like 100% wanting to go see Cassidy.
Oh, are you just gonna go straight to or see Cassidy? Actually, I guess you would see Cassidy next, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, whoever's going into work would, yeah, presumably.
Yeah. And Emily has like the next few days off, so I guess yeah, Dewey the next day when you go into work, Cassidy is just doing the shift with you.
So I want to say, just like, hey, are you feeling okay from the other night? Like, you seem pretty weird, and I heard that your arm got dislocated.
I didn't mean to scare y'all. I was
Oh.
just
Shut up, Daryl.
I was just like doing I wanted to do some extra work and Emily kind of frightened me, scared me when she came around the corner. I didn't mean to scare her, you know.
Emily's
You-
not there, but Emily's like low key calling bullshit. She doesn't even know what's going on, but she's calling bullshit.
Emily off screen. Emily sneezes.
Yeah.
Positive cold
Real
bullshit.
quick, so because like it confirms that like she's aware of everything. How busy is the store today? And is it just me? It's just me and Cassidy, right?
I mean, Jason is it will come through the store at some point.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jason's probably fucking answering emails or something in the back.
God,
He's
sounds like managers.
yeah. He's not there all day, but he loves his management thing that he's there for a few hours most days, being like, oh, I'm doing my managery stuff.
Look at me being a manager.
God, this fucking guy.
So like Cassidy and Dewey are gonna be closing together then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so once we close, I'm gonna lock the door and I'm gonna interrogate her.
Whoa!
Shit.
The spirit talked with all the people freaked her out and the tape being deleted. So she's gonna corner her.
I'm sussing Randy
I
personally.
want to say that she also like drops a text like, "Hey, I'm gonna be doing this tonight, guys."
No.
Okay, so first,
Emily will want to join for sure.
Yeah. So it's gonna be like
okay,
waiting for them to show up and then like at closing time, like setting up the interrogation.
okay, so how do you make sure the store is locked up without her leaving, so I can decide which kind of take a risk you're rolling?
So it's just the front that only exit, right?
There's an
Back
exit in the
exit.
front and back of the store.
Right. Okay, so I want to say like earlier in the shift, I make sure that's locked.
The back.
Yeah. And then just make sure that like when Emily and Rio get there, that it helps to have backup in case she tries to run.
Okay, but I think
How into this is Rio?
Yeah. Rio would be super into this for sure. He's probably gonna go park right up front.
well, in that case, I think when you're closing and Cassidy sees the three of you like assembling, when you go to try and like lock up the front door, she just tries to like slip right past you.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly then I'm gonna grab her.
Okay, so you want to roll take a risk quick.
Take a risk and
I would also like to help grab her. Is that gonna
I don't
change
think
anything?
you can assist in this game. I
have a
don't think.
+1
Okay, well,
with
if she gets away from Dewey, then Emily will also have a grab at it.
Yeah, I don't think there's an assist in this game because usually the way assist works in these systems is you help, and if you succeed in helping, it adds a +1, but it opens you up to the negative consequences of the move. Because this is a horror game, it doesn't matter whether you participate or not, you're still going to be opened up to the negative consequences of the move.
like added afterwards.
I'll tell you what though, if in fiction that you're helping, whatever bad thing is going to happen, it's going to be less bad because you're helping if you fail the roll.
Okay, yeah, sure. Do I roll as well?
No, you do not roll. We just take whatever Este's roll is and it rides.
5'5" and plus 111.
Oh yeah, okay, that's
Yeah.
A-okay.
Okay, it goes as well as hope. So what do? You just like slam it shut in front of her, or you said you tried to grab her, right?
Yeah, I slam it shut and I like grab her the collar of her shirt.
Oof, scary.
I want to picture because like I picture my girl being kind of small, like they're like, you know, probably 5'3" or something, and I want to picture Cassie bigger, so it's this tiny little Indonesian woman, like you're not moving, just like her arm all the way up.
Okay.
I just think that's cute.
Casty's like looking around for an opportunity to leave, but is just meeting your look.
So I'm like, I am done playing around. Not only is there a spirit following me, Emily got like she's fully believes the spirit thing. Emily got shot as a result. I'm refusing to let anybody else get hurt. Nobody saw you on the cameras and you disappeared, and now somebody came in here knowing about the music. What's going on?
Ellen, what are you talking? I didn't even know that Emily was shot. Is she okay? Emily, are you okay?
I'm
you
fine.
doing-
What were you doing the other night?
I was like I had to add the thing to the muffin mix.
What
You weren't
to the
working
muffin?
yesterday.
What?
Or, sorry, the other day. You weren't working that night. Why were you doing it?
I really needed to. I really need.
Do you remember some music?
No, I just had to I just had to come in here and add the thing. It was important.
Why didn't you call the store and get one of us to do it?
I don't remember.
What is the thing? What were you putting in the muffin mix?
It's like it's Schwartz's additive.
I read those recipes yesterday. I don't remember seeing any additive going in there.
Yeah,
Who
because
did the baking?
the recipes weren't up to date, so I was fixing it.
Okay, then why did you have to delete the security footage?
The footage is gone.
The footage is gone.
I
want to hear what happened from your perspective that night. Because I came into the room and you were there. What happened?
I just want to real quickly, like, since we're having a conversation, I'm just gonna back to the door and like let go of Cassidy because I realize like you don't need to be super aggressive. She seems like she's kind of fucking confused.
yeah, okay. So what? Here's what I remember happening is I had let myself into the back to add this additive to the muffin mix, and I assume that's why y'all got freaked out by me being there. Like if I'd been in your shoes, I would have been wigged out too, finding something weird in the back room of the shop. And you like swung a thing at me, and I swung a thing at you, and like it's so lucky we both missed each other, and then you're freaked out and left, and I left because I was kind of freaked out, and then I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Why weren't you responding to me when I was talking to you? You seemed really out of it.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Would you be willing to meet somebody with us?
I don't. Honestly,
I don't know if I trust her, honestly. What, you said she's been working here 2 weeks? She sneaks into this place in like the middle of the night to add something to the recipe that no one has ever heard of. Doesn't that seem weird to you?
Wait, who told you to add it again?
Also, I was looking at the recipes yesterday and the boss was in. Why wouldn't he have updated the recipes? That doesn't make sense.
I mean, y'all should take that up with the boss, you know?
Who told you? Boss told you to add it?
Robert told me that I had to add it.
Do you guys have a Robert here? I've never met a Robert. Robert?
Well, yeah, Emily notes that in her mind palace.
I guess Casti is Rio's just asking about Robert.
You just bugging who's Robert?
Well, yeah, Randy's the boss.
Right, Randy's the
Yeah.
boss.
Yeah,
Who's
Robert Schwartz or Schwartz Deliveries.
I'm sorry.
Did somebody else tell you to add the additive instead of getting the boss to get you to add
What
it?
if it's drugs? Rio
What
eats
if
that all the time.
What if it's poison?
Yeah, I
I'm,
guess also what if
I'm
it's
sorry. A
Like,
food
what if
supply.
it's slowly killing us. Because some sick fuck told you to add it to the. She like takes a moment. She's like,
I'm sorry, all. You don't understand. I just felt like I had to, like I felt compelled to.
Listen, if our food supply guy called me up and told me to put something new in our recipes, I do not think I would sprint to work and do it myself.
I do that right now.
This does
Middle
not
of the
make
night.
any sense.
Emily is personally done questioning and is more curious about the Schwartz company.
Ugh. Do you mind if I grab a croissant? This is a pain in the ass.
Dude, she's putting weird stuff in it. Why you want to eat our food right now?
Oh, that's a good point. Are these croissants new?
they're
Fairly
baked
new.
every day.
Oh shit. I I think that Rio would like sprint into the kitchen and like start sniffing mixes and shit like that.
Seeing if you can smell if there's a difference.
Rio,
Face palms.
Rio, I think that stuff's in a lot of the food in town now.
Oh,
We gotta get a hold of Sam.
something is very wrong about this.
Emily's
But-
like, you think I got shot?
It's fine. Robert wouldn't tell me to do anything dangerous.
Where's Robert now?
I don't know. Where's your boss?
Probably at
Wait,
home
wait,
being a lazy
is
shit.
Yeah, wait. You work for the food supply company? I thought you worked here at the coffee shop. What are you talking about?
Out of character. I want to say something really cynical about side hustles and having two jobs.
These jobs are
Uh,
a conflict of interest, cats.
I'm just doing a few things on the side, but like this is not
Like
one
adding
of them.
food without permission, that's a crime.
Emily's gonna be like, is it a actually don't.
Dewey's like, you added food. You didn't get permission. You don't know what's in it. You were adding food without Randy's explicit consent to his own recipes. Like, just starts going on a rant. Like, you could go to prison.
Can I get my cell phone?
What?
Can I get out my
Instantly
cell
suspicious.
phone and make a call, and we can call Randy together, and he can tell us whether the additive is supposed to be in the muffins or not.
Oh no, I don't fucking trust a thing he says. We're getting Sam because he at least has some idea.
Actually, now that I think about it, the phone's probably a bad idea. Yeah.
It's a really bad idea.
Yeah.
You put that thing back in your fucking pocket, mister.
Mister.
Sorry, just take it out of the room. Put your comments back in your pocket.
Casti hadn't taken out her phone. She was just asking for you permission to do that. Was expecting that kind of response.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that was gonna be a sneaky move, huh? You try and call your boss and then you stick your sadness music on us? I don't think so.
What are you guys talking about with sadness music and
Yeah, I see right through you. Don't give me that.
Rio, you're sounding crazy.
So
Okay, I wasn't the one who opened with ghosts, all right? Don't give me that.
So then after after that interaction with you and Emily, we tried to get a hold of Randy or something, and we got music instead, and it caused Emily and I to both start panicking. So like something's going on, and I think something happened to you because of it.
I mean,
You can't remember what happened, right?
yeah, Dewey, no shit. No shit, something weird happened to me. But you know what? I just wanna go back to work and go back to my life and forget about it.
What weird thing happened?
That I felt weirdly compelled to come in here and add stuff to the muffin mix.
And so you don't think it's weird that you felt compelled to do that, and now you want to call the guy who compelled you to do that?
But no, I wanted to call you. You were saying that I was doing it and Randy would not be okay with it. That your boss would not be okay with it, who is also my boss. Right?
Right.
I was saying let's call him and ask him, and he will tell you that I was doing a thing that was supposed to be done. It was supposed to happen.
Oh, this entire time I misunderstood.
I don't have a phone number for Robert Schwartz. I don't want a phone number for Robert Schwartz. I would be very happy if I never had to hear anything from Robert Schwartz for the whole rest of my life ever.
How's your shoulder feeling, by the way?
Fine. That's a weird question.
Didn't it get dislocated?
Yeah, I thought your shoulder got hurt.
Well, no, we just swung at each other and we missed.
Emily?
That's not what I remember. I remember accidentally hitting you because I was startled that you came at me. And your arm went weird. And then it stopped being weird. Which made it even more weird.
Okay, well, I just don't want to get into this weird shit anymore.
Well,
at all.
You're in the middle of it.
I don't trust her. She's New World Order or something.
If she tries to leave now, are you going to physically block her from leaving?
Emily won't. Emily's pretty sure that she isn't, like, she is part of it, but not in like a she knows she's part of it kind of way.
Yeah,
like Dewey said, possession or something.
Yeah, Rio's in a place where she's like, he thinks she's lying. She's incredibly suspicious, but he wouldn't like physically try to keep her here or anything like that.
Well, Emily will, so.
Okay. So you won't. She goes to move towards the door, and you're like, no.
Oh, I won't stop her.
Oh, okay. Sorry. What about Dewey? Where's Dewey at with this?
Dewey's not gonna stop if like they don't have questions anymore, because like there's only so much we can ask if she's not willing to give it, and it's kind of like given a lot already.
Yeah,
so.
Emily will like apologize that we're being weird. It's just a lot of weird stuff is happening, and Cassidy having the memory thing is also weird, so it's just a lot of stressful things are happening right now.
Yeah, it's listen, Emily, I get it. Weird shit happened to me recently, and I just want to forget about it. Get on with my life. And just having this conversation with you tonight probably means more weird shit's gonna happen to me, and I never thought that it would be appealing to go back to just being a wage slave and making coffee for people, but it sounds pretty friggin' great right now.
Yeah, no doubt.
One more thing, actually. So this Robert guy, does he like have leverage on you? Like how did he make you? How did he compel you to do this?
I just felt like I had to.
Okay, well, you said something earlier. It seemed to imply that you hated him, or he was antagonistic towards you, or you.
Yeah, Rio. Let's be real. There's someone in your life, and they tell you to do things, and then you feel compelled to just automatically do them. Wow, that's a person you sure want to spend a bunch of time around.
Okay.
You just want to
Very-
hang out with them all the time. It's super fucking comfortable, Rio.
So he can just tell you to do things and you have to do
So
them.
how
That's
can you say
interesting.
that our boss told you to do it when you felt compelled from Robert?
The boss didn't tell me to. Robert told me to do it. But if you talk to your boss, he will say that it was okay.
Oh.
Oh, so Randy's
Emily's gonna like whisper to Rio, being like, "Isn't that like the bad guy in Jessica Jones?"
Yeah, I think that is like the bad guy in Jessica Jones. Yeah.
talking
Don't
about-
worry about it.
Dewey like opens the door for Cassidy.
Cassidy, I think, just like pauses in the door and be like, "Can we just, if we're gonna talk about this ever again, and I would rather not, if it's all the same to your, can we not do it here? Can we do it somewhere, private?"
I will say yes unless it's an emergency.
Dewey
I-
nods because Dewey nods, and I want to say she gives Cassidy her phone number in case she ever wants to come to our house, like
Okay.
just in case. But she'll never like corner her again.
Okay.
Hmm. Wonder who has their hands on those security tapes.
Nobody has their hands on the security tapes. The
Yeah.
stuff was just deleted. It's just gone.
I also
Oh,
want to say,
dang.
before we leave, Dewey's gonna delete the tape that we just did.
Same.
Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. Emily was gonna do it if Dewey didn't.
Okay.
That's an interesting giveaway there. Rio's gonna stare out the front window and make sure this girl doesn't like key his car or something.
Because of your like heated exchange.
Yeah, because he doesn't fucking trust her. He feels like she's gonna do some shit. Like she's gonna like pop his tires and we're gonna get attacked by zombies or something.
I think she does. She does give you like an awkwardly long look. She like realizes that you're watching her leave, and she turns around to like look at you for a while, but not in like a super spooky way, but in a like, why aren't you fucking over this way?
I just picture her like jokingly holding her key out to his car, silent threat, and then getting in her car and leaving.
I think Rio would do like the stupid like like the I'm watching you like finger
Oh.
eyes thing,
Yeah, like I know, I'm onto you.
It's even funnier because it's also because like the other two are in the room deleting the tape, and he's just like staring out with the lights
I
off.
don't fucking trust you.
Rio, can you give us a lift home?
Yeah, of course. Assuming she
I'm
doesn't
staying
pop
on
our
Rio's
tires.
couch.
Right.
Lovely.
Take me home, please.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do we guys want to do anything before the next day?
I don't think so.
Emily's gonna use her phone to Google up this new guy, Robert Schwartz.
To study him?
Yep.
Gotta learn about this guy, this weird guy.
Yeah, Robert Schwartz is a guy who made a bunch of money as a lawyer. And at some point in the past, this is like his Wikipedia article or whatever, because he's important enough to have a Wikipedia article. He suddenly dropped out of law after like he won a big case, but it was really Pyrrhic. And he just like dropped out of law after that. There's like nothing in his history for a while, and then he came back opening this chain of businesses, mainly the Schwartz Delivery Group. And the most notable thing, I think the most notable thing for you here, aside from the fact that he owns this delivery group, is he also owns the local TV station.
Oh. Does so
I think he like bought it maybe like last year.
He's a Dread!
What?
Like the woman told me.
Who?
When I was going around asking for help, they said I was being followed by a Dread. It's not me being followed. He's a creature that's gonna do something to the town with the food and with the radio waves.
I cannot
He's
believe
just
you're
a
giving
guy.
me the New World Order.
Think about it. He wants to control us. I just realized how stupid this sounds. Hold on. He wants to control us. He's gonna poison the town with whatever he's putting in the food, and he controls the radio waves. Those songs made us cry on like a dime, and like Emily shut down. What if he can like do that to adjust our actual thought processes?
Yeah, and Jeff Wool doesn't melt steel beams. Yeah. Anyway, does he own where we were the other night?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Did you guys got like that map thing on your phone or wherever, right? Do you know where we were?
Do you not know how to use Google Maps?
Don't worry about that. It's not important right now.
Robert Schwartz has a large financial interest in that industrial park. Yes, correct. Certainly enough financial interest to decide who the security should be.
Oh,
he's the guy I should be fucking suing.
Weren't you trespassing though? Oh wait, no, he shot you.
Okay, listen.
Yeah, trespassing or not, I had my arms in the air.
Usually, security guards do not shoot on sight. That was not normal.
What was your guys' excuse for getting shot again?
Well, they found us sneaking around. They told us to told Emily to
put. Tell the hospital.
It was an accident.
Yeah. She got hurt.
Okay, well then you can't even do anything. Fuck.
Oh, what? You wanted to sue or something?
Yeah, because it could get us close to him.
I guess
that's gonna put us on his radar.
Yeah, he's got more money and he was a lawyer. I don't rate our chances against this guy in the court of law, generally speaking.
I meant future. If we could like somehow draw him to us, we could start with suing.
I don't know. Do any of you know how to fly a drone?
No.
I don't know.
You can
I mean, it's pretty easy, but I don't have one.
No, I'm thinking we could use a drone. That'd be pretty sweet.
Do you have?
I get paid pretty good. I'd get a drone.
You want to get a drone?
Might put me back in my rent a little bit, but that's okay.
I mean, I could dish into that. It's not like mom makes me pay rent.
You know, if we can do this without getting shot again, I think it'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, I'd rather not get shot.
Dewy is down to help get a drone. If it means that like you guys won't get shot, she is down to get you a drone.
You're fueling my character's horrible decisions. All right, well.
Doesn't want you guys getting shot. You might get shot in the face next time.
All right, well. Barring anyone's intervention, the next free time there might be a drone adventure.
What's the drone plan?
I think the plan is probably going to be to stay near the car as much as possible, put the car somewhere where it's not like super obvious, and then buzz a drone over that place where we got shot, even though we don't know exactly where it is.
You can you know the name of it. You can go find the place, and there's no risk in you finding the place.
Yeah. Rio's cooking up a stupid drone reconnaissance plan.
Okay.
Map out the doors and shit.
See if I can find anything suspicious. Oh, also, I was going to ask, time for Thai, are we entirely supplied by the Schwartz delivery group, or partially, or are they not one of our people at all? Or
no, they're one of your people.
Okay.
They're now one of your distributors.
Yeah.
Or suppliers.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I assume, Rio, were you taking part in any of this research, or was that all Emily who was
would have been sharing stuff,
Googling stuff? Or I guess a more important question is, Rio, do you talk to other people in the restaurant industry? Do you talk to other chefs who work at other places?
Yeah, I would say that I could ask around, or look on the management computer and see our delivery contracts and shit like that.
Yeah. So I'd say that you would know, or you would find out if you were looking into this, that this delivery group is it's servicing 80% of the food places in the area.
Yeah, I could probably find that out pretty easily.
Damn rich fucks.
And you would also, I think that people would mention how aggressively they moved in on everything, of undercutting other people intentionally and other stuff. nothing that's illegal, but definitely like, wow, they really want to supply us with stuff, eh? That's weird.
Yeah, that's the sort of thing that you make legal, perhaps. Or are we still alive? I hope we're still alive.
Yeah, we're still
Yeah.
alive.
Oh God. Okay, good.
I guess my call to ask you guys: are we just going to Rio's drone adventure?
I mean, I'm prepped for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we want to do stupid drone plan, we can do stupid
Yeah,
drone
because
plan.
all Dewey's gonna do is try looking at more like creatures that like control music and ways to banish them.
Alright, I guess like the primary question here is like who's the most gamer out of this group?
Definitely not Dewey.
Probably Emily.
Yeah. Looks like Emily's gonna be on drone duty.
Yeah, that's fine. I picture Emily has probably messed around with drones at like the local shop where it's like, oh yeah, mess around with it for like 10, 15 minutes, see if you buy it, and then Emily just doesn't buy it.
I have a question: are you gonna get Sam in on this?
Like I assumed because did we have a way to contact or is it just
Yeah,
his...
he gave us a card or something.
Was it
Yeah, he
Emily
was
doesn't like Sam, but she's not gonna stop you guys from.
like as soon as everything happened, Dewey was already like gonna be messaging Sam.
So you don't have a contact with him, but you have basically like a way you can meet up with him.
Yeah, she was gonna set up the meet.
Yeah. So are you gonna do that before or after the whole drone thing?
Before.
Yeah, if yeah. It might be wise to get him on this stupid plan if he wants to be part of this.
It's like meanwhile, while it's getting like shipped to us, you know, the 2-day Amazon delivery, we're like gonna go see Sam.
You know, if this was true to my life, I would make you take a risk for if your Amazon delivery ever arrives.
So
We have to make sure if it's delivered by UPS or FedEx, because if it's one of them, it is definitely a roll. But if it's the Amazon guys, it's probably gonna
Yeah,
make it.
I can see this in my list of study questions. Who is delivering my package, UPS or Amazon?
further pushing that home, my Amazon packages have all arrived early, and currently I had a package supposed to arrive on the 23rd, and I had to call FedEx 3 times, and now they're like, "Hey, we already delivered to your house. I guess we're gonna put it at Staples instead." And it's like, "Oh, thanks."
Light
So,
bulbs one day.
light bulbs one day.
One day.
One fucking
Anyway, that's our shitting on delivery companies diversion.
Amazon has blood money, but goddamn, do they deliver? Anyway,
That is very true.
Anyways.
Okay, so what's this meeting with Sam? I feel like I want to put it in your court where you're going to be like suggesting where you all should meet.
where was it? Because like
I think I said last time.
Emily's sick of the rain and shine, and she doesn't want to be there, especially when
No,
she's
yeah.
having days off.
I was gonna say Dewey was thinking specifically about how Cassidy said next time we talk, let's go where no one can hear us. So I'd almost want to suggest her trying to get Sam to Rio's place. Because she's not going to take it to her parents because Emily's going to be there, and then her parents are going to be like, "Hey, has Emily talked to her parents yet?" And then it's going to turn into a mess, and we can't take her to Emily's house.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, we're gonna take Sam to Rio's.
Rio's conspiracy pad.
Rio's House of Conspiracies.
Alright, well, I guess he can just like show up before we all roll out with the drone. I guess.
Yeah, like while we're waiting for it to ship, we were gonna like, set up a meeting with Sam. So I picture meet him and be like, "Hey, we can talk privately at Rio's house," and then like load Sam into a car.
Okay.
And drive him. Yeah. If that's cool with everybody, except for Emily.
Emily will deal with it.
Yeah. But I want to say like on the car ride there, like Dewey is relaying everything she learned when she was talking about it. She had them telling her it was like a demon, but now she's convinced that it has something to do with the Schwartz group and how Cassidy couldn't get her story together and like along
with
with
dryads.
and lying, the Dryad thing, and lying about like her arm getting dislocated and having no memory afterwards and everything.
When you mentioned dryads, he does like Sam starts questioning you about it, and then like goes through a notebook and is like, yeah, that could be something. There definitely could be something.
Don't don't like don't flame the fuel on this. There's no way it's dry. It's just stupid.
There's like stars in Dewey's eyes. She's just like, I was doing all this research about dryads too. If like it's something related to that, like what kind of musical like creatures could there be? Like just like super nerding out with Sam. Like I get around, well, not with him, but like next to him.
So, so you're like a conspiracy guy or something, right?
I'm I hate saying this out loud. It sounds dumb. But yeah, I'm an occult investigator. I think that's what it says on my stupid cards I have, and he actually produces like Sam Penton occult investigator cards.
So, like, does that pay
Emily
very good?
rolls
How'd you
her
get into
eyes.
that?
Sorry, Daryl, can you say what Rio said again? Because it cut off at the end.
So does that like pay very good? How'd you get into that?
Don't. Just don't.
Dewey's like, oh please do it.
It's awful.
Yeah.
You know, the pay sometimes you get like a genuine occult problem that needs fixing, and you fix it and you get paid, and then you spend a lot of your time dealing with people where their spouse has run off with another person, and it's like, ooh, the Bigfoot kidnapped my wife. Track down Bigfoot, prove that they stole my wife, and you know.
It just turns out Bigfoot's a big hairy man.
That sounds sick, bro. So like what have you found out so far, about like the poisoning or whatever we got going on here?
I mean, it sounds like you guys know more than I do. I
Not
I
very good at this,
was
huh? Are you?
You seem interested in dryads. What can you tell me about the notes you have there?
so there's there's a thing, and he like goes through his notebook. There's a there's a creature that supposedly exists. And yes, Emily, just get your eye rolls out of the way already. Don't think I don't get this all the time.
Aggressively eye rolls at him.
Good, thank you. There's this creature that's like that supposedly exists, that's like a mushroom creature, and it plays songs, and when it plays the song and sings, you like see images. You see images of
D&D guys.
things that happened.
Come on, dude, that's bullshit. Where do we find one?
God, I feel like I would love to see that in a tavern someday.
Probably telling stories of a buddy of yours.
Yeah, that sounds great. Anyway,
But like the all like the accounts these are in like literally the ravings of crazy people.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that sounds realistic. That crazy people would write about this.
so
Well,
it's something that's poisoning them, causing hallucinations. So
Emily, some of the times, admittedly not most of the times, because I just said about this, some of the times crazy people are right.
does that
Yeah.
possibly mean that the stuff getting put into the towns, like the stuff getting put in our baking, is like spores or mushrooms getting put into the food?
It's roll take a risk steady.
Oh god, what?
6.
Oh,
Oh, no.
shit.
Oh boy, okay.
Fuck.
Hmm.
Oh god, is Rio gonna fucking crush?
this is difficult for me because I know what's going on here and I don't know
Properly.
how to play out the bad version of this.
Oh no. At least it's a partial.
No, it's
I thought 6 was on the
6
7.
and
6 is a hard fail.
yeah,
Shit,
I had
fuck.
a hard fail.
Fuck, right, it was 7. Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I couldn't have bangers all night.
This is kind of weird. I can just show you what's going on with the thing in the food, but you really aren't gonna like this. And he
Rio, look away.
what?
Oh, I'm just saying Rio, look
Oh.
away because he's the one
Did
who eats most of the
Rio
food.
stop the car?
Oh, I assumed that we had gotten to the apartment or
Hospital.
whatever. Like this
Yeah.
conversation happened up to the apartment.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna doing a couple of rolls here,
Okay.
depending on how you guys react to certain things. Sam is like, okay, just don't. This is a little weird looking, so don't freak out the first thing because this is gonna get weirder after that. And he
I'm
like
expecting him to turn into a mushroom.
he like puts his foot up on a surface and rolls up the foot that he limps with. He puts it up on a surface. He rolls up his leg, and like the bottom part of his leg is glass with blood running through it. It's like a transparent glass-like material with blood running through it.
Dewey's eyes light up.
Yeah, Emily is like, this is the most badass thing I've ever seen.
He had transplanted part of Opal into his leg.
Oh.
Jesus.
So that he could keep seeing stuff from the weird, mysterious stuff.
Oh.
God, I feel like there's probably a more comfortable way to do that. Fuck.
Dude, no way. This is the best.
I mean, out of context.
Emily takes a picture without hesitation.
Now I gotta picture what our other characters from Echo feel like. Look, knowing that. Anyway.
Okay, so you guys all think that's cool and not you're not freaked out by that.
No way. Emily's super into this.
I mean, I thought Rio probably.
Dude, can I get that done? How do you? I want. Okay, I. Come on, guys. Can we do this?
It's part of a dead cryptid. No, you can't. You'll suffer agonizing pain every day for the rest of your life.
I already do. I work in the service industry.
I feel that. Finger guns. I'll just ruin the horror of this scene 1 second. If you want to see what's in the food, you need to touch the glass part of the leg and touch it and take your hand away right away.
Dewey's just gonna like smack with the back of her hand, like tap it, so that she can move her hand away in case like it seizes.
It doesn't seize, but as soon as your hand touches the back of the thing, you can see what is happening to Rio properly, and the whole of his skin is like a white mycelium. He has like mushrooms growing out of him. There's like, it makes it more gross that there's parts of him that are still like kind of human looking, that are like melded with the
like,
mushrooms.
Realistically, I would want to wait, but I don't think Emily would wait. I think
Emily
would be like, "Oh, what do you see?" She would just like touch the thing.
Emily, you have the option of not doing this because you did not roll the 6.
Emily's gonna do it.
In response to this, like Dewey is immediately running over to Rio and like grabbing his face and going, like, "How can we fix this?"
You have to roll keep it together.
Okay.
Because you just saw something horrendous, supernatural, or mind-shattering.
2d6. 6.
Oh no.
Cool. I'm screaming.
Okay, on a 6, the GM chooses and you wound this move. So you're either going to scream... Oh wait, don't wound it just yet. I need to finish reading what the move does. Scream of panic, lash out violently, beg and plead, curl up and shut down. and I think it has to be beg and plead, right? Because that's what you were going with.
Yeah, like we gotta help him. Like he can't stay like this. This is awful. And like Rio just suddenly has Dewey just like grabbing his face, just like, how do we stop this? Like, oh no, it's okay. Do you feel
You
anything?
just gestured at all of me.
I gotta tell you as well,
Yeah.
Dewey, since you were the first person to do this, you can see that that Emily's not doing great either.
Oh.
I look at Emily and so like I start panicking and then I start looking at myself like, how bad am I? How bad am I?
I mean, you said you don't eat stuff at the cafe, right? You just eat
No,
stuff.
but I'm like worried that I don't see it myself because it's myself.
No, you're fine. You're still human,
Yeah,
as
so
far
I'm
as
just
you
like,
can tell, human.
yeah, so I'm just like, Sam, am I still human?
I mean, yeah, you. I was gonna say fine, but things are super not fine. You're not
Okay,
a.
maybe Emily doesn't do it after seeing
I think I'm gonna pass on touching the leg then. Okay.
Stop this.
Uh,
Can we reverse what's happened?
I.
what's she talking about?
You guys are
uh,
I was right! There's spores in the food! Scream too loud because the door's open and I'm scared of the beer guy that lives above us.
Does anyone want some chips? This is
Chip me up.
All right.
What
Do you want we
what
got
kind
Welsh
of
cheddar.
what kind of chips are they,
We
Rio?
got Welsh cheddar, barbecue.
No, not what flavor, what brand.
Brand of the chips.
Fuck. I'm gonna have to be watching out for this, aren't I?
Dewey's like taking deep breaths in the corner since she realizes
Brand is Rio's favorite brand, the Chippendales. Does that sound like something Rio would be into?
I guess that's what's happening now.
Is that something Rio would be into? Would he be into the Chippendales?
Sure, yeah.
Hang on, it's like a weird what do they call it? Like the country lifestyle thing. So it's called like the chips in the Dales.
Yeah.
What do you call it when it's like living
Donut?
the beautiful countryside life?
Oh, pastoral.
Yes, it's like a very pastoral chip brand.
Yeah.
Chips in the Dales.
Okay. God, maybe vegan chips today. Shit.
Never have I been so glad that my
I mean,
parents-
mushrooms are vegan.
God. Okay. Well, I don't know what I can eat now. Ugh.
Meat?
Are vegetables safe?
Um Sam just kind of shrugs.
Hey Sam, how long can I see everything for? Is it like permanent or
Well,
I
it
need
can't
to
be
be permanent?
permanent. He got his leg attached to stuff.
Right,
didn't
right,
he?
right.
I think that so the keep it together move says you take -1 to keep it together until you have a few hours to calm down. So you're going to be able to see this until you have a few hours to calm down.
Okay, sick. I'm just in the corner like hyperventilating. Because now I'm freaking out because like nobody is taking it seriously. It feels like you guys are just like, oh, I should eat some chips. Oh wait, what can I eat? And he's just like, what?
Yeah, well, I mean, like Rio's kind of,
Emily,
but that's why he wants to eat.
Emily just thinks Sam not scamming, but like doing something to mess with Dewey, who's already like subjective to this. Like she's already like not crazy about it, but she's like, oh, the dryads, the rocks are gonna save us.
She like 100% believes the Dryad thing now. There is no way to convince her otherwise.
I'm sorry your friend's gonna be kind of freaked out for a while. I I see this all the time, so I didn't know it was going to affect us so badly.
Yeah, the freaking out seems to be a pretty regular reaction. Yeah.
Yeah, I did the dragon fleet a lot.
You guys, you guys sounded like you had some sort of plan.
We're gonna drive a drone over the Schwartz company because it's the Schwartz guy who is messing with us.
Yeah, we're gonna get some intel, man. It's gonna be awesome.
Which Schwartz company business?
The delivery
There's
one.
there's a lot of them.
The delivery one.
Just keep it open for cat.
Yeah, we there was a little bit of like a shooting incident a few days ago, so we're gonna go back there, and I think that's gonna be the best place to investigate.
A little bit of a shooting incident.
Okay, a big shooting incident.
Emily, did you get shot?
Yes, I got shot, okay?
We're trying not to bring it up too much.
And your plan is to go back to the place?
Not physically, we have a drone.
Yeah, man, we're gonna be sneaky. Also, you know, it was pretty easy for us to bust in there in the first place, so evidently we're not trying very hard, so, you know.
Did you know, leave anything behind when you went in there?
There's a radio in the general vicinity, but it's not in the building itself. I think
Yeah.
that's about it.
And you think that maybe after they saw you come by the first time and tried to shoot you, and then you left, that they're not now going to have beefed up security in case you come back?
And then what happens? The drone gets shot down and we know they're crazy?
Yeah, are you trying to dissuade me? I already ordered the drone, man. Do you not want to go on an adventure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is what's happening, dude.
No, I just...
Don't worry, I'm gonna hide the car. We're gonna stay really far away. It's gonna be rad.
I'm with him on this. It's gonna be rad.
I want to say Dewy had bought the helped buy it in the hopes that you guys would keep it above the cloud line and spy down with the camera.
Yeah, we're gonna go super high up. It's gonna be great.
I just
Yeah, super high up, promise.
Like, I'm...
totally not in the building.
I don't mince words with you guys, because this is... If what you're doing works, it's going to be super helpful for me. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this too, but it sounds really dangerous.
The thing is, if we get in any trouble, we just hop in my whip and we're out of there. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be fine. What could go what could go wrong?
Yeah, they're not gonna be able to find us.
I'm with him.
I mean, okay, I'm not going to try further to talk you guys out of helping investigate the thing that I'm investigating.
So I got an extra seat in the car. So do you want to come with?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's do it.
We're just gonna go and bring fucking traumatized Dewy with us.
Shouldn't it be a couple hours because we still have to wait for the drone to get delivered?
Yeah.
Okay.
Eat
like
some
we just said,
chips.
the drone's already on its way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the couch isn't that big, but I got a couple folding chairs. If we all want to hang out.
Couch is mine. I dibsed it.
Yeah. I don't know what we can eat in here anymore, though. I guess I'm gonna farmer.
Well, have a glass leg here tell you what you're allowed to eat.
I mean, I don't... Anything that Schwartz deliveries don't have their fingers in yet. Find stuff that was brought in from outside of the area and hasn't been through any of their depots yet. Anything that doesn't have additives in, maybe.
You know what? We should order one of those boxes of food that they deliver from around the world, so it gets packed in Japan or something.
Okay. We can maybe order something in later, but don't worry. I'm sure I can find something around here.
If you guys need to eat, I probably have some of the rations I brought with me. It's not, fun times food, though.
Just picture in the corner, Dewey's just devolved into silent sobbing. sneeze.
All right. Well, I got some nice like corporate branded Pop Tarts. They probably don't have their fingers in these, right? I hope.
They expired a year ago.
I mean, like, you see how Dewy is? That's because of how far gone you are, Rio. I don't think some extra, mushroom paste or whatever is gonna do that much harm right now.
Is he gonna like die?
I don't answer that. All right. I'd rather not know.
Is he gonna die?
We'd have to go dig up graves and find out if any of them are mushroom people. And then I could tell you.
You get a look at Cassidy.
Dewey has no idea why, but she is really fucking sad that she's missing out on this conversation. She's down for cryptid grave digging.
All right. I guess it's shitty rations then. I guess I've had worse.
Did you
Sorry,
get a look
I
at
don't mean to
Cassidy?
sound ungrateful. I'm just a little disappointed. That's all.
You can eat stuff though.
Sorry, are you asking me, the facilitator, or are you asking?
I'm asking Sam if he got a good look at Cassidy.
Who's Cassidy?
He never saw the security
We
footage.
found her shoving what I
Well,
assume
Oh,
to
the
be
girl that wasn't on the security. Like, you were gonna try and show me the security footage, and then she wasn't
yeah.
on it. So I
Can you see what they look like? Like if I showed you, like if we took a picture of Rio and then showed you the picture, could you see the mushroom stuff still?
That's an awesome question.
I mean, we couldn't we just try it?
Yeah, I take a picture of Rio with my phone's camera and show it to him.
He looks normal in the photo.
Oh shit,
Damn.
that's crazy.
It's a
Was
decent
hoping
it's
I
a
could-
decent photo, Ria. Don't suppose you do online
Do you want me
dating
to put
or
that on your
anything.
Instagram,
Yeah,
Rio,
look
and
good. It
tag
looked
you
good
on
on
it?
your profile.
I like
Your
you,
Bumble?
man. I should be a paranormal investigator.
Don't.
Yeah, assuming I don't die of mushroom.
Maybe being a mushroom will make you better.
Come on. How could I be better?
I mean, if you want to get into the biz, then after this, like, let's talk. But it sucks
Hmm.
Why are you doing it if it sucks?
because somebody has to.
Why?
Well, if I wasn't here, you wouldn't know that your friends are turning into mushroom people right now.
Hey,
It's
I don't
kinda fair.
know. Maybe after this drone investigation, we'd have put everything together.
Yeah. You don't know. You don't know what we're gonna find there. Seems like you've needed us more than we've needed you so far.
Okay, come on. Don't be a dick, all right?
I can't help it.
No,
Can't argue.
that's fair. Like, I get it. I've been doing this a while.
Actually, I was wondering. So, if you're a paranormal investigator, what have you been doing for the last like few days to like blow the lid off this case or whatever?
I've been trying to find the source of the music, like where it's coming from.
Okay. Well, I mean,
It
you
would make the most
guys-
sense that it would be coming from maybe the radio station or the TV,
well,
because
whatever's going on in
fucking
that
Mr. Schwartz owns that.
the
whatever's
TV
going on in that industrial park, we
Agree.
managed to
Needs to transmit.
we managed to pick it up pretty good when we were out there. I don't know if that means anything.
I mean, I think that what happened out there is you guys were brought into a trap by somebody who knew you were looking for them. That's what I think. And that's why I think you shouldn't go back.
We already bought the drone.
Yeah, I don't want to abandon the drone plan, man. Okay.
Well, no,
honestly-
he gives like a really dirty look to Emily and is like, "Well, you guys have nearly cracked this without me. You have it all together, so don't take this advice from me."
Good, I won't.
Look, honestly, realistically, if you really thought something bad was gonna happen, you wouldn't be coming with us. It's gonna be sick.
I mean, no,
You already
I
said
don't think that anything that bad will happen to me because I have Opal to help me, and as many times as I've thrown myself into danger in the hopes that, something really bad might happen and I don't feel like I have to do this anymore, I somehow come out alive. I'm worried about
Dude,
you guys, though.
whoa, back up. Do you have like powers or something?
Um, I can see stuff that you guys can't see. A lot of it, just, you know, well, you don't know. It makes you want to lose your damn mind.
I think there's something you're not telling me. You probably got like super speed or something, and you're just not
There's,
like
okay, there's another thing, is that sometimes Opal, and he, like, points to the thing on his leg, sometimes Opal talks to me.
Okay, interesting. Well, if she says anything like "you're about to get shot," please let us know, okay?
It's not like that. It's not a premonition from the future. It's like information from wherever all the weird stuff comes from.
Okay, huh?
That's how I can do the occult investigating. I have a good partner.
Man, God, I don't know if I'll be able to get a partner. Maybe this isn't such a good idea.
I mean, we'll talk about it after, Ria. If you want to do this, there's I can always do with more help.
Well, at least it sounds like you're pretty optimistic about me dying of or not dying of mushrooms, so that's something.
I I don't understand why you would turn people into mushroom people just to die. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, it seems like we can probably say that he's using them to make more mushroom people. Um, I don't know why he would
Probably
do
pretty
that
safe
either, but
bet.
that's kind of the best I got.
God, I fucking hate that I'm incapacitated. I love talking about mushrooms, like in real life.
I mean, you're gonna have more opportunities to talk about
I will. I can't
mushrooms
wait.
for
Unless
sure.
this goes really bad.
And it's gonna be Emily like, why did we encourage her? Why did she have to hate fucking conspiracy theories in the car?
All right. We're just gonna fast forward a few hours until this drone arrives because we were talking about. Oh yeah, we were talking about having finding food to eat. So I guess Sam distributes some military rations or whatever that he's got.
Yeah.
And they're all like sealed. I think
Yeah.
even they're sealed, and he's like labeled them of like where they've come from, what distributor, when he got them.
Yeah. I would say that like Rio eating these is like a more horrible experience than finding out that he's an inhuman monster. Like this is just so unpleasant for him to have to eat these things.
A lot of military rations aren't that bad.
Oh,
There's a really good YouTube channel where somebody like taste tests all the different military rations. Tells
brother.
you what
Emily's
they're
like,
like.
I've had worse. You
okay.
haven't been to Christian camp.
Well, Rio is pleasantly surprised then,
It's been
and
a couple hours. Am I still sobbing?
No, I think this time you're gonna recover. Do you have a balcony in your place?
yeah. We could say that Rio has a shitty small balcony.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
I think Sam goes out to have like a moody cigarette on the balcony.
Um,
Or if it's like a no smoking building, he like wants to go outside so that he can go smoke and not have to look at mushroom people for a while.
Can I still
Too good
see
for
them?
mushroom people, dick.
You like slowly stop being able to see them after a couple of hours. Like it fades
Okay.
out after a while.
Can I ask him to touch his leg again? Because like I want to keep an eye on my brother.
Oh, you want to be able to you want to be able to continue seeing them?
Yeah. I
Uh,
think it's cool.
we wish this game had charisma, because this is what you're doing, I guess, steady. Like in character, if you say, "Oh, I want to be able to touch your leg again," he's just gonna tell you can't do that because the gameplay effect of you touching his leg again is you're going to have to roll keep it together again. That's
Like,
what's
'cause
going to
he's
happen.
getting kind of used to it, so I wasn't sure if it was
No, the reason
Okay.
that he can continue to do this without him having to keep rolling, keep it together, is because he talks to Opal, and he's been doing this his whole
Okay.
life. He's like so numb to it now. You
Okay.
can't do this. You will
Yeah,
freak
I
out.
get how it works.
If you could think of a way where it's like, oh, I can like partially occlude my vision so I don't have to look directly at it, or I'm just going to be really careful to not look right at it, then we could work around it. But if you do it again,
You
you're going to
get
have
your
to keep it
fancy
together again.
sunglasses.
Wear shutter shades so that it's like kind of obscured.
Why did you want the vision specifically? Are you just like you want to make sure he's not changing anymore, or?
Well, for one thing, I knew I could keep an eye on him, but it might give me a better idea of how many people are working with. Cassidy was talking about Randy being allowing it to happen too, so it just seems like a lot more people are mushroom people than I
I
thought.
want to know if Cassidy has it.
I mean, a lot of people in this town are this way, and in varying amounts. Some people, their skin's just a little more white and porous, and some people are like full-on mushroom people.
How far gone am I?
You look mostly human still.
Oh, thank goodness.
Can you tell if any of them are definitely gonna die yet?
We don't even know if they're gonna die.
I don't.
Wait. Okay, wait. Okay, Emily, when you saw Cassidy in the back room, she looked weird, didn't she? Like her skin looked weird, didn't it?
I mostly remember her just acting really weird. I don't really remember what she looked like.
Okay. Okay.
I did, out of character, I did describe her skin as looking weird when you saw her in the
Okay.
back room.
Oh, maybe it's because it was in the shadows.
Maybe I have the vision.
But if you're asking if your coworker, I mean, does your coworker eat the food at your coffee shop?
Probably. I don't know. She was acting really weird though. That's
Well,
what I specifically remember.
then she's
It probably
probably
does. She's a bit of a basic bitch.
she's probably in some way mushroomy.
She's shrooming.
But you don't need to 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 touch Opal to see this yourself. I'll.
What's Opal like?
What's Opal like?
Yeah. If you're attached to her, you must know something about her.
She's sad. She's what did I say? Friendly. She loves people a lot.
Oh.
And wants to protect them. I think that's why we work together.
Adorable. Too bad his leg's in constant pain.
Yeah, and also he looks like shit. I need to reiterate this. Like, he has big bags under his eyes. He has like scarring on his face. He has scarring on his hands. I feel like he's probably like missing a fingertip.
Yeah.
On one hand.
Dude.
Oh right, Rio is Rio missing a fingertip as well?
He's missing a bit of a finger, yeah.
Yeah. He's like not. He's not like ugly cripple, but he's definitely not ruggedly handsome either. He looks like a.
It's the beat to shit aesthetic.
Yeah.
Is there anything you would like to help you? Because like, this has got to be tiring.
Yeah, I just. What would help most is getting to the bottom of this, trying to deal with whatever is making this place weird. And then, I can get out of here for a bit and maybe not have to look at weird mushroom people or locate music that messes with your emotions or
Rude.
I'm sorry, Emily, but you saw what happened to Dewy when she could see. I'd say something more polite if there was anything that captured the essence of what it's like to look at that was more polite, but there really isn't.
Is there anything I can help with your current situation? Because like you look pretty tired and run ragged.
I'm just gonna go out for a little smoke out, have a little smoke break. I appreciate your offer.
Do we also also, since apparently I'm the only one that doesn't look like a mushroom monster, if you want anybody else besides Opal, I can join you on the porch. Because I'm kind of scared, honestly, of what Emily and Rio are gonna plan with that drone.
Yeah, sure.
Do you think the schematic of the building would be online?
I think actually, one second. Sorry, I have to. Fuck. I have to think about this character now. Assuming the Dewy does not smoke, right?
No.
Okay. So then, instead of smoking, Sam instead gets a drink and has a drink whilst he's with her on the balcony because he would not smoke around a child who did not also smoke.
Did he
to not subject you to secondhand smoke.
Dewey's not a child; she's like in her 20s.
Well, yes, he still wouldn't smoke around like a young person who didn't smoke.
Okay. How old is Sam now?
Sam's in 2006 he was 8.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
so he shouldn't be that old.
Yeah.
No. Oh no, he's not that old
He
at
just
all.
looks old.
He's 23.
Yeah. Okay. Does he have like his own flask? Did he like bring his own stuff?
Yeah.
Cool.
His own plastic.
He definitely like looks in his late 20s because of how beat to shit he is. Probably actually early 30s.
If you need some shampoo or something to take a shower, just let us know. I don't know if you have anywhere that you're like sleeping that actually has it, or if you're just like roughing it in the woods like Emily.
I have a thanks.
Might as well be roughing in the woods in this place.
Backhanded with this guy.
No, she's just worried that like he's gonna get sick because he looks so like tired. It's the well-being, but you know how to approach it because he's such a strange person.
I have a motel. Thank you, Dewy. And I'm sorry if I'm like look dirty and shit. It's you might understand this, being in a similar position right now, but it's being a week.
It's been a week.
Oh, it's been a week.
Yeah.
It's being a week. The week's not over yet.
The week is ongoing, rather.
Yeah.
That's why we need to make sure that we take care of ourselves now because it doesn't seem like it's gonna get any easier.
Yeah. Well, I'm having a little drink, and that is kind of like self-care, I guess.
Argue with that.
All right. We have I guess like a chill few hours in Rio's apartment.
Rammed into Rio's apartment, yeah.
I assume that we like go over the plan in a little more detail. That we don't need to show on screen of like where are we parking the car, what route are we taking the drone through.
Pretend it's a montage.
Yeah, this is the montage. Like what are we gonna do if if people come looking for us? What are we gonna do if somebody rolls a 6 or less?
Probably get shot.
I mean, I think the extent of Rio's planning is to just,
If the
park the car in such a way that it's really easy to floor it and get the fuck out of there as soon as possible,
yeah.
and just, book it back into town, pretty much.
Before we leave, Dewey's gonna take the license plate numbers off once we like leave the city.
Okay, yeah, that's smart.
Like, that was another thing that she wanted to like put on the plan.
Yeah, I'm gonna say from a long long periods of time of dumb shit that Rio is good at driving, but not a responsible driver.
I'd almost just throwing a tarp over the car to disguise its color and shape, but like if they knew they were there, it's almost pointless.
Emily, you are assumedly still getting messages from your parents, so if you just like put them on mute or something.
I probably a while ago told them to not politely told them to leave me alone. Like I wasn't like fuck off or anything, but I was just like, please don't. I really don't need this right now.
Oh man.
Okay, I'm not. I think that buys you like, like a day.
Oh man. If
Dewey is really worried that they're gonna call like the police.
if this doesn't kill Rio, he's gonna be in the most trouble possible.
Yeah, you should probably go back to your parents after this. I really don't want them going,
Rio is already in the maximum possible amount of trouble with Emily's parents right now. I think.
You're like what 19 and you stayed at like a 30-year-old man's house. What the fuck?
Well, we are
Dated
related.
too.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's not like he's just like a stranger, but it is like
Weird.
why the fuck didn't you bring her home?
Yeah,
What is
like-
wrong with you?
You're the adult in this situation. What the fuck?
You're being a fucking dumbass like usual.
You're not allowed to hang out with Rio anymore.
Good luck with that.
I assume that like whenever Emily's parents hear Rio's name, they roll their eyes like immediately.
Like, oh, of course. Of course he's part of this.
Let's leave it there tonight because we only have 10 minutes left, and it sounds like we're gonna get into some.
What? It's gonna go fine.
Oh man, you guys are enabling all my characters' terrible ideas.
I'm fine going to 11 since we have less days. But
I think Nifty said he was feeling a bit tired.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit low. Also, minor spoilers. I think like whenever this drone thing happens, we're going to be going into like finale.
Oh fuck!
Well, for
Shit.
thing that I keep thinking in my head, drones are loud as fuck.
They're kind of loud.
I don't know. We'll just we'll see what happens.
You are correct. Drones are very loud.
Rio's incredibly stupid, man.
Like I figured my character wouldn't know because she's not that technologically literate, so that's why she went along with it. But drones are loud as fuck.
Oh yeah, no. Rio would just fully be like, "Yeah, man, we can't go there in person."
Yeah,
Fucking drones.
it's just like the choices of two idiots with money. But you do have the car parked so that it's like barrels down the hill, Benny Hill style. We should load that track up just in case.
Who wants to spend the last 10 minutes organizing fidget toys by how much they look like sex toys?
That's the spirit.
Well, certainly my spirit right now. Let me get up the.
I can't watch multiple streams on the fucking iPad. What the hell?
I should also stop the Zencast recording. It's not like we need to capture the audio from this. Or maybe we do. I'll just leave it running. It's fine.
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case something important happens.
Raised atheist, but like because Rio's like loves conspiracies and shit, and because like she talks to Emily's parents who are religious, she's like, oh, but ghosts might be real. So that's why she's super like fucking like delete fucking everything. We need to like salt the house. And I figured it'd be funny to just have somebody go over the deep end immediately and believe everything.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
I love that we have a fair mix of like believes occult stuff, looks for ghosts but doesn't believe occult stuff, and it definitely doesn't believe occult stuff.
Yeah, and it's just like even better because like everything that Sam's been saying is like, look at this cool leg, it's miserable, but she's like, oh, that leg's awesome. Just like wants to ask questions of like his entire life. Just like let me write your biography kind of thing. How I'm playing her anyway. Just super excited. Probably in
I
women's
think
studies.
I think Sam is lucky to get to hang out with these teens, and usually spends more of his time around more unsavory people.
Yeah.
that's fair. But yeah, I picture like every spare moment in my brain is just gonna be Dewy like questioning Sam. And it's even funnier because Emily just doesn't really like him that much, and she's like, "No, but we need to give him a chance. He's cool."
Okay, so I've made 4 categories here. Definitely a sex toy, maybe a sex toy if you're brave enough, and not a sex toy.
And then D.
Yeah, do we need another category below not a sex toy?
Cube sex toys. Cubes.
Will make you feel less sexy just by being in the room.
Oh, what the fuck is that first thing?
The
Can't
first thing-
tell.
Green thing I fidget with. It lets you like rub it in every different way.
Well, that
Okay.
sounds definitely sexy.
Definitely a sex toy.
Okay. This thing's a cube.
It looks like a spinny cube that you like.
I-
It's rare. I don't think it's a sex toy. I
Not
don't
a
think
sex
we
toy.
thought of one. I think not a sex toy is good enough. Unless there's anything really, I can't tell what that is.
This thing?
Yeah.
It's like a little springy thing that you can pull apart. Like it's like a slinky, but I think it's just made of rubber.
Okay. The picture, like the camera on my computer, for some reason is like 144, so it looks like a bunch of.
If you can lock the ends of this together, then you can definitely use this as a sex toy.
Maybe a sex toy. Fidget cube. Brave enough?
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, sure. What I?
It has textured surfaces on.
There you go.
Take the analog joystick and just like rub it on a nipple.
There you go.
Nipples.
What am I looking at? What is that?
I don't know. It looks like just a bunch of tubes. It looks like
Definitely.
really tiny pool noodles.
Okay.
The magnets next to it are also maybe a sex toy. Because, like, magnet beads.
Oh yeah, maybe a sex toy. This thing looks like a sex toy, but I don't specifically know what you use it for.
Yeah, that's a definitely sex toy for me.
Strengthening your butt or your, like, vaginal hole.
Yeah, I don't know. Or, like,
Alright.
It's a Kegel machine.
or you put like your dick in the middle there and it like does something.
It does something. I think that those little
That-
pipes.
That looks like maybe a sex toy. That weird
It
green
looks like it might
thing.
be brave enough.
Yeah, I've seen how these things twist around. You have to be brave if you're going to try and use it as a sex toy.
Fidget spinner, definitely a sex toy.
I would say makes you feel less sexy just by being in the room. So I guess we have a split opinion on this.
Put it on green. Please don't make that a sex toy. The next one, yes.
Yeah, I mean that thing.
controller.
It looks like an.
Actually, this just looks like a control for a vibrator. The
Yeah.
gamer vibrator.
It looks exactly like a sex toy.
We could probably put those noodly things as maybe a sex toy. The first one,
I guess potentially.
the peas in a pod.
Yeah, sure.
Definitely a sex toy.
Next one's also definitely a sex
Oh,
toy.
I know, maybe a sex toy. Maybe a sex toy for the peas in the pod.
Those eternally squeezing things with the hole in the middle.
That looks like some variety of pocket pussy,
Yeah, it
honestly.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next thing looks like a worm.
Yeah, I don't know. Potentially
This
dildo-esque object.
this feels like a sex toy if you're brave enough, but also they're collapsible, so I'm like,
Yeah, yikes.
could you insert this anywhere without it just collapsing?
Maybe your mouth, your nose.
All right, yeah, then definitely a sex toy if you're brave enough. I said that, and then I immediately thought of the Arrested Development Tobias Funke insert me anywhere
Yeah.
marketing thing. That was so good.
Fucking, I'm a analyst and therapist, so I'm an therapist, anthropist, analrapist. Fuck, I love Arrested Development.
Also, the mango thing. It's like a mango in your mouth.
is a banana? Like $1?
Uh,
$10.
Yeah.
$10?
all right. I don't know what this thing is.
That's like a maybe ish. I don't know. I don't know what to make of that thing.
I'm gonna say it's not a sex toy.
Yeah.
That little disc?
I also feel like that's not a sex toy. That was pretty benign.
Maybe.
I mean,
Uh,
benign doesn't mean it's not a sex toy. it just
Okay.
means it's a
Let's
sex
put it
toy.
this way: is if you saw this in a box with a bunch of dildos and lube, you would look at it and be like, "Yeah, this could probably use this for a sex
Yeah.
thing."
Okay.
Maybe, yeah. A ball?
Uh,
Oh, it like pushes in. That doesn't. No. That... I feel like I'd be less sexy in the room because that feels like a lot of unpleasant. Sex toy because it just again looks like a little
It just looks
Yeah.
like a vibrator remote.
Gucci ball.
Ah, these things are great. I don't know if I could use them for sex, but they're great.
Not a sex toy.
A sex toy if you're brave enough.
Yeah, definitely a
no.
sex toy. if
Oh,
you're
the
brave
next one's definitely a sex toy.
enough. 100%.
100%.
Hang on, aren't these just dryables?
Essentially, yes.
Yeah, essentially, it's just they sell them as like dog toys too.
Ah, okay.
And the fuck is that? A light up cube?
Yeah.
A fun sex toy.
This is like, I want a sex toy that's also a sweet rave.
New, a sex toy attached to your phone.
This like fits in your entire hand, so I'm kind of like a sex toy if you're brave enough.
Yeah. I just remember there was like it was a video of trying to advertise a Bluetooth controlled butt plug that would like expand. And it was like, and then your like master is in control of the like remote, and that's horrifying. What if
Yeah.
something
Thanks, I
We-
hate it.
things that we don't need technology for?
Man, I wonder, like, if I got into Bluetooth hacking, how much I could hack into people's remote Bluetooth sex toys. That'd be great.
do it.
Do it.
Do it right now.
It'd be great. I'd be able to make a phone for my app and be like, "Hey guys, you want to know how many remotely operated vibrators there are around us right now? Because I could tell you."
God.
You just turn up to max, and a bunch of people start screaming.
There you go.
Sometimes I just want to watch the world burn.
All right, let me save and download this very important chart that we have made.
Fidget spinner.
That
That cube looked hella uncomfortable. The one and not a sex toy. Ooh.
All right.
I can't wait to play more Bug Snacks.
You're playing Bug Snacks? How far are
Uh,
you?
I already platinumed it. I'm gonna be replaying it with my brother so that he can see it.
It's so good.
It's so good.
I downloaded 12 minutes yesterday, thinking I would have time to play it,
Fuck.
and I didn't. But maybe I'll do that after the show now. Anyway, thanks for watching us play Catch the Devil and deciding how much certain fidget toys were like sex toys.
It's sports all the way down.
We have 2 more days of this such premium role-playing / sex toy content. Where we're wrapping up Catch the Devil and hopefully maybe playing a teeny bit of Microscope because I really want to. And then after that, me and Eve are going to be doing some game dev. Well, I'm going to be doing some game dev, and Eve's going to be hanging out, and maybe we'll do some stuff together.
Yeah, we can do some arts.
Cool. How dare I?
Anyway,
Yeah.
come back.
You're a bitch.
Come back for more of the same next week, but somehow inexplicably better. The same but slightly better next week.
Mushroom.